So okay. There's only one slide, this picture. Before I explain Code for America, for those of you who aren't familiar, I should explain what I'm doing here exactly at Noisebridge. I started off as more of a software person, no real hardware shop class experience, I'm sorry. And then I got involved with this group, One Laptop Per Child. They have the $100 laptop. It was interesting, people were just talking about hand cranks just a second ago. I have my hand crank at home for charging this. So they send these out all over the developing world, and you know what they do? The first thing they show kids with computers is textbooks. Like the same technology they've always had, just in a digital form. And so I said, how about sensors? So I soldered this. I looked up online how to solder a sensor and started doing some activities with that. There's actually a game that goes with that. I'll show you that later. Because this talk isn't really about me and my One Laptop Per Child project. It's that, I started wondering, what are projects like that are using technology to improve our life here in the US? And how is this really going to, how are we going to start changing the way people think of technology when we already have technology? What's the next step after getting people technologically literate? And so I went from the developing world, where people aren't so technologically literate, to this government field, where people are less technologically literate, unfortunately. So Code for America is going to change that. Code for America is a nonprofit here in San Francisco. They're partnering with several cities, which you can see up here on the map. And we actually have 5 people here today from Code for America, representing 4 of this year's cities. Can you guys wave? There's look in the back over there. Woo! All right. All right. That's I'm representing Macon. We have 2 people representing Chicago. We also have Philly and Austin, Texas. So if you know someone there who does technological stuff, please get in touch with us. So last year they did several projects for Code for America in a couple cities, but they were all software. And so I'm looking at this, I looked at this, this is just started in January, and I'm thinking, how about this year, the second year of Code for America, we should develop our first open hardware project for government. What do you think? Sound like a good idea? So that's the question. What would it be? Yeah, so that was kind of an awkward moment. What would it be?
A red tape dispenser.
Red tape dispenser. That would be so useful. You know what? I'll send it. I'll submit that to my city. I'll say red tape dispenser, just like that.
Voting machines.
Well, so I had a couple ideas. One of them was an art project that anyone could program. I don't know if you've heard of this Bay Lights project. They're going to do on the Oakland Bay Bridge. They have a programmable LED lighting sensor thing going up on the Oakland Bay Bridge. Now, I don't want anyone to be able to reprogram the Oakland Bay Bridge. I think we should start a little bit of a smaller scale first. And then someone said, well, maybe you could have a challenge. Students could submit, programs to reprogram the Oakland Bay Bridge. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea. Cities, you could say, cities have all this public space, public areas for art and things like that. If people could reprogram that, then it could be an educational thing, it could be an artistic thing.
So Fast Track has a challenge like that already. It's called radio frequencies.
Radio frequencies?
Yeah, you can send them to Fast Track and say, I've paid my toll just now, I'm driving.
Ah, okay. So, so there are a couple of projects that could go like that. I also I don't know what the other thing was. There are just a bunch of different ideas that we have floating around right now. Oh, another one was we could go to a museum or a zoo and make an interactive display of some type. That would just be something really simple to build and with a lot of reward, getting to see people interacting with it. They have so many screens right now in museums instead of hands-on, pull on things, light up. I think it would be really cool if we built something like that. But in general, Code for America, we're definitely going to be open sourcing some software, and we're taking a tentative first step into the software place as well, so that we can upgrade our government and we can modernize our citizens and we can give people this new vision of how technology could be part of
art.
art, public life, the way government works or does not work. I mean, you could say, oh no, I have to do a bug fix on such and such going on in the government 311 program. And you know what, San Francisco has been, the San Francisco government is like great partners with us. Dr. Jill Biden, we just dropped by yesterday, which is great. And it's just a fantastic project. I've been happy to work with them. I'm like, words are escaping me right now.
So can you open hardware source my cell phone, please? So that could be open source. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Open source
something
cell
besides
phone.
art. How about something utilitarian, like cell phones?
I don't know. You see, it has to be a government thing.
Can you open source the tax code?
How about those things that take a picture of my car when I run a red light?
And then you could like, but then you'll be able to like, you'll be able to hack your way around. Then I mean,
Not if it was designed properly.
you have all the programmers simultaneously. Then you would start like kind of like a war between the programmers who are trying to make it perfect, the programmers who are trying to subvert it. And,
Yeah, that's what GitHub's for.
Hack the planet! So, hey, is this, like, one collaborative idea between all of the outposts, or is this, like, San Francisco's working on a cool thing, Austin's working on an awesome thing, Macon is working on something that kind of sucks because it's in Georgia, but...